What's up, you guys? It is Mary, and we want you guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below. And if you guys want to contribute to the content that we make here on this channel or support us in any way, please refer down to our description box. And we just want to thank all of our new subscribers and all the ones who continue to support us and love on us. Like, shares, comments, subscriptions, all that we appreciate. Yes, you all. Today we are talking about Ready to Love. I know Tanika has been like, when are y'all posting it? Well, honey, we are posting it today. Today. Okay, so we gonna get right into it, you guys. There was a mixer, and of course Tommy came in with his all-white suit and his little striped t-shirt, wanting more attention. I don't know why that man always seeking attention, but anyway, there was 4 new singles that came in.
He does have some nice suits though.
Yeah,
he got all the colors of the rainbow. He do. He do. He really do. I think I saw him last night. He had pink suits. That man got all kinds of suits.
Yes.
You go, Tommy.
But yeah, there were 4 new singles, and I'm just gonna say this. I think Tommy hates the women. You brought a sex addict grandfather up in there, you know, and then you brought somebody else. I mean, he wasn't really. Anyway, he's not my type. So it wasn't really much.
Something about him. I couldn't put my finger on it. You know, something about him. In one moment, he looks good.
What was the guy, Mark Anthony?
Yeah, I guess. One moment he looks good, and then he turns another way, and it looks off.
He's one of those people that doesn't look good from all 360 angles. That's what I think.
And then when he spoke to Corvina,
I said, Dusty.
I said that's what it was. That's what it was. Can you imagine?
She has to earn me gifting her.
Do you spoil women if they earn it or something?
He just sounded, I don't want to say dumb, but I mean, he really did. After earn gifts and stuff. And my thing is, I just feel
she
like...
She should have asked him, how do you earn? I always wanted to hear from guys.
I feel like she could have asked a different question or whatever.
I thought so, too.
She could have asked it in a different way to
and
kind of
he accused her of being a gold digger. Well, that's what he pretty much said in his confession.
I mean, she's a gold digger because you can't afford her, honey. Of course she will be a gold digger to you because you can't afford it. But no, I don't think it's a gold digger behavior for a woman to want a man to spoil her. If she's a woman who, she obviously dotes on herself. She dresses well, her hair's done, her makeup on fleek. I'm sure that woman getting facial. I'm sure she's at the gym. All of that is maintenance. It's maintenance.
You know something else?
A woman wants to be cared for.
It also tells me, like, that he thinks in terms of money. There are so many other different ways to spoil a woman that has nothing to do with money. There's so many different ways to spoil a woman that has nothing to do with money. So it just also shows his limited thought process. So in a sense, I am happy she asked that question. Because if you went straight to the money and was like she has to earn it and then call her a gold digger in the confessional, it shows where you are. Your maturity level. Yeah. Like you're certainly not ready to get married.
No.
For sure.
And
because any man who has a wife, it's just like when you have children, sometimes you will spoil them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they come to you, they put their head on your hip or whatever. They want you to talk to them extra. They want extra love from you or whatever, a hug or, you know? Yeah. Like for me, my mom used to spoil me, and what I used to like? What her spoiling me was? It was literally driving through the beach. I used to love going to the beach. But driving through the beach with our rooftop down, well, the sun rooftop down. Yeah. And then after that, stopping and getting me some ice cream at the golf club. It's something simple like that. Yeah. That's spoiling. She's like, oh, Inga, you're so spoiled, she will say. So the fact that your thought process was gold digger, that just shows your limited mind. That's what it shows to me. And that you are certainly not ready. Because any man who has a woman, you should want to spoil.
Especially if it's a woman that you love. You know what I'm saying?
Spoil.
And my thing is, I don't think he really has money
like that. You
like
want to spoil your woman. Why don't you want to spoil your woman? Why not? Yeah. Why not? But it just shows, I was like,
this was not it. Both of the men just were like a negative 0 for
I
me.
know.
Mom was feeling for Bree. She said, "Oh, he has a nice smile."
Listen,
I was not feeling Grandpa.
I opened the door a little bit.
No, Mom was
said,
like, "He's a nice guy. He doesn't seem like a bad person."
He has. I didn't say nice guy.
You said he seems like just a genuine
nice
good,
eyes.
No, you say he seems like a genuinely nice guy.
He seems very connected, like looking at the women in their eye.
Yes.
And I said he has a lovely smile.
But you also did say something about his character. You said that, you also like the fact that he
seems patient.
No, you said that he actually seems like a good guy. Like, I don't think he's a player. He just seems like a good guy.
You know what? I said he didn't seem to be like Samson in the last Ready to Love, who was also older.
Right, yeah. Well, and Samson did not look that old. This man looked like he pushing 80.
I know, he seems like in his 60s to me. But
all
they say it was only 44.
Freaky sex he's having has
By the
aged
time
him.
he said he worked for Giorgio Armani and he called Paris, I had shut that door.
And
I had opened it a crack. I was smiling. By the time my man called Giorgio Armani and talked about he was in Paris, I was like, oh, Lord.
Look, by the time he walked in, the door was already closed for me. I didn't even want to know what was happening. I did not even want to know what was happening. Like, I just thought the man looked dusty. I was like, this man's old as hell with a 4-month pregnant belly to match and a set of breasts. And he has wrinkles out the wazoo. Why are you here? Turns out the man was 40-something. I was like shocked. And then he started talking about how, I need someone who's really sexual and I need sex. It was too much with this man. And I just thought it was a red flag because you're pushing 80.
I need someone who really likes sex.
And I need someone who's all open and stuff like that. I was just like...
You're 44. You're probably not able to get it on without some kind of Viagra.
And my thing is, it was like, and then he was like, it's so hard to choose. It's so hard to choose. As if they're all putting in your head and hands
ready
wanting
to
for
love,
you.
or are you here to, like, what did he think this is?
Like Jeffrey said,
what do you think
he was ready for an orgy with his sick ass. That's what he was ready for. So,
Jeffrey was sitting next to him.
And he walked out behind her. That's probably the one he would like to get, the conservative one. Just like a little demon. Just nasty. Like, it was too much. Like, it's so cringy. And then the thing is, he's like...
It was very cringy. And
he said he likes to do it to shock them. He said,
God.
well, they're coming at me with questions, so I like to do that too, so I can really tell which one is all about it and who isn't.
That's why sometimes you have to expand your circle. You're used to being around Giorgio Armani, and then they're sitting down there with probably girls who are like in their 20s, early 20s.
Young models.
Who are just gonna giggle, like they will talk about you behind your back, and say how kind of perverted you were. But in that space, they're just gonna laugh. I mean, you're the designer, they're the model, like, you know what I'm saying? And you have to expand your circle so that you see if this is what they're doing in the real world.
And my thing is, this is why I said I don't think
like
Tommy
a lot of those girls
them.
Looked ill. They looked like they wanted to vomit.
Yeah.
As he continued to talk. And he could not read the room. He thought they were enjoying it.
No, but those are those sick men who continue to do stuff to you even when you're uncomfortable. And they just don't give a damn. Like, they take pleasure in that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What I'm saying? And that can lead to other sick stuff. Whatever sick sexual things you were doing up in Paris.
I know.
So, I mean, that was just, the whole thing was just very degenerate.
Paris is all about sex, we know.
That's just reasons why I will never go to France. Even though
there are a lot of reasons.
Even though I'm a fashion designer and I know it's quote unquote one of the capitals of fashion, I will never touch France. No, you will never see my black ass in France. No. So yeah, that was just disgusting.
And then you see us there, ask us to blink twice. We probably help.
But no, I thought personally, that's why I said that I don't think Tommy likes the women. Because where did you get this bump? Where did you get this sex addict grandpa and say, let me bring him to Ready to Love? Are you filtering these people?
He was jiving with him. He was jiving. He's like, okay.
As he was in the church with the liquor. How is this Ready to Love when you're there sitting in a holy place, drinking liquor? This is why.
This confessional.
With the liquor, really? Tommy, with the Don Julio in the back? The degeneracy goes so high. Anyway,
I want to know what church that was. Was that really a church? Who allowed him in there?
And how much
liquor?
Like, and how much did you pay them? Like,
this is fully. If I was a parishioner of that church, I will let them know. Like, no, this is not okay.
You probably have to pay them a good buck for that.
No,
I know you were not getting in there for free
at all.
Yeah, not okay at all. But it seems okay. So Z, there's so many things to say about Z.
Her forehead has wrinkled so much from the time they put her on the chopping block. Her forehead is poor girl, and I felt so bad for her because you just
Poor girl.
She had all this confidence and all this water, and she's a beautiful girl. And then she just seemed like, and she was very upset. It's like she kept, I guess, trying to find out from the guys why they didn't like her, you know, and why. And I thought she was open. I don't know why they kept on saying she's not open. Oh my God! And I could not stand that asshole, the dimple guy,
Blake.
Oh, I couldn't stand him. Asking her questions, firing questions at her.
Blake, I don't.
Why don't you say that he wasn't trying to make her? First, he asked if you're nervous. He could tell she was nervous. She said, you know, she was or whatever. And he decides, I'm going to make you nervous more. So that's someone who is not compassionate, which you want a man to be compassionate.
I don't know why Blake is there. Blake don't like women. Obviously, he can't stand anybody there.
Yeah.
And he looks annoyed every single time. I don't know why he's there.
He's also upset that he was on the chopping block.
I know, but and then he's talking about how, he has sauna. That's who his top pick is.
I was shocked because he didn't seem as though he liked her.
He doesn't like any woman there.
You're sauna. Turn around and face me. Completely. Move your knees.
Oh, ow, my ow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ow.
I'm sorry. Completely. And I'm Blake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, are you enjoying your time here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's so awesome. Yeah. And, you know, I'm so ready to love. Are you?
Oh, yeah.
Really? You don't seem like it.
That's exactly how she was laughing.
All you saw was teeth with sauna. I said, beautiful woman. What you doing with this dodo head?
Oh my God. It was too much. I was like, I mean, he was not interested in her, but you could have kicked me over with a feather. When that man said that when that man said that was his badge, I was like,
whoa.
Wow.
Stop the press. Stop the goddamn press. Because somebody's a liar. I mean, it was just crazy that he even chose her. And then, of course, he had to just send Z home. Oh, I'll do Diana's. You know?
Yeah. But she was very kind, very sweet as she was leaving. And I was happy to see her go because, you know, I don't think the guys were interested in her. I just didn't really see that for her.
No.
And you know something, when I look at the guys, she's better off though.
I mean, the men weren't much to look at. I mean, none.
Oh, but my God, when Cynthia walked in, I was just like, wow.
Gorgeous woman. Body oddy. You can tell she take care of herself, honey. She take care of herself.
Like, damn, girl.
I mean, Andre said his favorite color is green now, honey.
And when she was sitting at that table with a guy, yes, I could be submissive. I don't mind. Let me wear his pants. I wear my panties.
You know, I thought that was a very interesting conversation.
Yes.
I thought she did very, very well. And I thought that she really stated what she wanted without coming out aggressive. Like
she didn't come out of her femininity, but she was firm.
Yes.
She was the quintessential single mom.
Yeah.
You know, that was held in such sacredness.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day. And just stood in her own grace, in who she was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I will certainly make room for my man. Yeah. For a man to come in. So I just loved it.
And I love that she said submission is a choice. Mm-hmm. You know, she's saying, you know, I don't mind submitting. Yeah. But I'm not going to just let anybody come up here and play with me. You got to come with you have to come correct. Yes. And everything. And you know.
And because she said the word submission, she was able to say all those things, which were very, like, assertive things.
Yeah, assertive, for sure.
You have to come correct. But when she said submission, I think the men, their brains became all nice and mushy. And she was able to say the stuff that she needed to say.
They heard submission, like you said, and they heard panties.
And then they had a visual. Her, it was like, they were just like these little boys, like...
Putty in her hands,
they
quite
were putty.
honestly.
They were putty.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, you gotta have a class.
But because
you have to have a class.
Right, but what I thought was also interesting was when she said, I don't want your position. I know what that takes.
Yes.
You can wear your briefs. I like my panties. She's letting you know, I know what it's like to be in that position. I don't want it.
No.
Meaning, I want a man who protects, who provides, and is the leader of their households. I know what that entails, and I want to now be in a position where I am stepping back into my femininity.
I don't have to be in survival mode.
I want a man who's doing that.
Energy anymore. I can rest in my femininity.
Exactly.
And those are the things that she said.
And you can tell that some men were like, you said it
separated
the boys from the men.
And not even boys from, but the ones who wanted to, who definitely are going to be a provider, and the ones who are not.
But do we think that Andre is that person?
I know. Andre, he is a player.
He's a player. He's going to try her, for sure. And I'm just hoping she just does not go for that.
Yeah.
Just because he stepped up in a sense, I just wouldn't. I just think that Andre, he's all over the place.
He's there telling... who will try his luck. They call it in Creole, "Idi try chance."
Idi try chance. That's it, right?
He's trying his chance.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. And I think he's not on her level. Not with his little hat. This man, my mama got more hair than him. And he got 1 inch of afro hair. And he got one bun up here. And then he got the hair down at the back. Then he got some weird jagga twist in his front. The man does not look well.
You know what we're going to do next? Ready to Love. I'm going to do that hairstyle.
Please don't do it. But yeah, so with Cynthia and at first I kind of liked her, but then it just kind of seemed like she was really kind of intimidated by Cynthia because she came in and she was like, "Oh, I don't like the fact that everybody's kind of gotten a vibe already. Well, girl, you should have came early." And then also that outfit did not look good on her at all. Like it just really
wasn't as flattering as some of her other outfits.
The pink outfit she wore the day before looked really good.
Yeah, very beautiful.
This one just didn't look right, and it just seemed like she was trying to really just make her presence known, which I just didn't think was necessary.
She said she liked dark men, right? But I didn't see Andre checking for her. In fact, he seemed to have looked at her in some kind of... There's a moment where he looked like at her like this.
Andre and Blue were like the men just were not feeling her. Like, you could obviously tell.
Her. Even though the other two guys walked her to her car, I got the feeling that they walked her to her car because they kind of was making way for Andre, since he was so clearly like trying to stake his claim.
Yeah, with Sin.
And Sin was feeling him too. Actually, she really was. But Sin, I don't know. You gotta watch that. That man, I don't know. I'm gonna have his hairstyle next. Let me see if I can put it. That man is a player.
Player. Yeah.
I don't think he's ready to love. I don't think he's ready to lust. He's ready to have his good time.
Yeah, I don't think Sin. I just don't think this is the right.
And Jeffrey, I don't even know why you're looking at Andre. You're supposed to be in the church. How about that guy you were with the other time? Tony, that guy likes somebody else.
Tony now likes Marcia. And he's there praying over the food. Listen, Tony, he's in the back of my mind as somebody who is mentally unstable. Because we saw the preview of him saying, "How you feel that I kissed your girl? How do you feel I kissed Morgan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times."
I'm thinking about Morgan. Who is the Morgan?
Morgan was the girl with a really pretty body. She came in the brown dress. Remember the first day, and she had like the wavy hair.
Okay. I don't know. Did we see her again this time, or they didn't really focus on her?
Remember, she was the one who was talking about how you gonna come in here with my green girl?
Got you.
Yes, so I don't know. But let's talk about Corvea.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Corvea played it very nice. That's another woman that I like that's in her femininity. Yeah. Like, I'm just loving these women staking what they want, having their standards, letting it be known, but also playing it in a very feminine way. You know that...
Now, I didn't find her too feminine that day when she was telling the man, "You gotta get that together."
I felt like she needed to kind of take some lessons from Cynthia, but this time around she kind of played it quite soft. Because I know because she was literally like in the confessional. "I don't know why I'm here with London. I've already said this will never ever work, but I'm here." But she kind of played him.
It was that time. That's why he's calling her. And so it was like she was smiling, being so sweet. I was like Corvea, is that you? She was also sweet.
She was like, London, stop playing with me. You're such a jokester. What? Listen, London really wants Corvea, but he knows he can never afford her in this life or the next. So he played with her a little bit, and he watched her sashay away. Thank you. And then she gave a little hip movement.
She was not sweating at all. She was just smiling. Or if she was sweaty, she was not showing it to him.
No.
She was like, come on. She was so... And I mean, when she smiles, she's so cute, actually.
Yeah.
You know, she has that kind of duality to her. I wonder if she's a Gemini.
Yeah.
You know, when you're sweet and you're, you know, sassy, and then you can be very stern. Get people off, you know, off kilter.
Yeah, but Corvea I thought was very interesting because she came out kind of like really assertive day one, and then all of a sudden she had like this really like softness to her. I was shocked.
I was shocked.
But I love to see that side of her. I thought that was very, very funny.
She played that very, very well.
She played him very well. And he was like, that's fine.
That doesn't mean you're going to be with Corvea, boo-boo.
Yeah, I think he knows that. He knows that. Because, I mean, even she was like, why didn't you call me?
I know.
I was like, girl, you know why he ain't call you. But, that's how you get the men confused. You play on their ego a little bit. You should have called. But I bet you would have tried chance, and he probably would have called her that night. I had to message you, Corvea, but it's all good. I'm sure he would have sent some type of text like that. So Corvea, let us know if he did.
Probably text back. She should probably check and say, he's such a cutie. And when you call a man cutie, you ain't think about him as a,
exactly.
in that manner. But London was interesting. He was sitting with, remember when he was sitting with that woman, his legs were all crossed. And his hands were all crossed. It was very odd.
You cross your arms and then your legs. And I'm like, what's happening over there?
I don't know about London at all. Now, he said he has a roommate that is his brother. And I just wondered to myself, is it a blood brother? Or it's just that, hey, he's
a homie.
Yeah, he's my brother, So I don't know about London. To be determined. Yeah, I don't know about London. But he was,
Yeah.
I don't know. My gaydar was a little alarming over here a little bit. There was a little bit yellow.
I never saw a man cross himself like that before in my life.
And their hands. No, I've never seen that actually. I don't
even cross like that. I mean, usually I'll go like this, or you guys can't even see, but I'll go like this. You know what I'm saying? And just hold my knee.
His legs and his hands. Yeah, I just like he literally crossed his legs and his hands.
It was.
But my gaydar has been a little up for London, and I don't know why he's here. I'm not quite sure if he's here to promote something that he's doing. He said he's part of the, what is it? Is it a nightclub? Does he own a nightclub or something like that?
Yeah, that's blue, I think.
Remember he was saying that isn't he the one who works late at night and these women come up to him, and he was saying one of the problems I have is explaining to my girlfriend, like, I'm not doing anything, they suspect him. Oh, which was odd. That whole thing when someone asked him, well, what are some of the things you went through in a relationship or whatever, and he came up with that. They usually accuse me of being with a woman that I'm not with. I just thought even then I thought that was an odd thing to say. Did you all find that odd how he answered that?
Yeah.
So that was something. All your girlfriends are having this problem?
Or are you just cheating, sir?
And I mean, anyway. We'll see. To be determined with the London. London is his name?
Yes. Yes.
So was there anybody else? I'm just trying to think. Anybody? Mercedes. It seems that new guy likes Mercedes.
Well, this guy...
Oh my God. This man talked about... He goes to... He's a student.
Yes.
In pilot school. Is that not what he said?
That is what he said.
He came to the lounge
with the man.
Well, I fly planes.
You mean with the instructor next to you, sir? Like he wanted to seem like a boss in and the church filled with liquor. And
And
I was just
so
like,
funny. Do you notice how the men, no one paid attention to him? No one even asked to say, "Oh, you fly."
well, they knew he was a liar.
They don't even look at him as a threat.
Yeah.
So they didn't even have to, follow up with a question.
My issue with this show is that I feel like the reason why people come on here and play is because if there's not like a defining goal. Like they say that, oh, you come here and you say, hey, I choose you to be my girlfriend or my friends with benefits or whatever.
It took me some time to get to the place that I want to be. Oh, now I'm ready. I'm ready
to waste your time. That's the issue, man. That's all I got to say.
Oh,
this show really needs to be ready to waste your damn time, honey. Because I feel like it needs to be a defining goal. Like, all these people are pushing goddamn 50, 40. Why is there not, like, an engagement at the end of this, like The Bachelor? Like, what is this? And I'm not saying that The Bachelor is any better, because there are times where engagements happen and they break up or whatever and people still come to play or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I feel like you should put more pressure on these men for it to be like a defining thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like if you guys wanted to just date, you could go find go find somebody in Atlanta who is
to love. A lot of them are
who's at Lenox Mall.
Yeah.
Like, really. So I don't know.
But I am very, very proud of the women. A lot of the women, they seem to really know what they want. Yeah. And I'm loving this batch of women as opposed to last time when it was just way too much desperation. Yeah. Way, way too much. Yeah. So this batch of women, I really admire them, actually.
Leveling up.
Beautiful butterfly.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. But yes, you guys, it is Mary.
And
you guys give us a like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below.
Bye.
Bye.